and thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Camille. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Style Me Camille. And what I want to talk about today is why I chose to go vegan. Okay, so I say vegan, but I use that term loosely. I will say that I have refrained from eating meat for the last 14 months, and it has been a really miraculous and joyful journey for me. And not only a journey for me, but for my husband as well. He decided to join me on this journey of awakening and enlightenment of refraining from eating meat. So, one of the first reasons I can tell you that I decided to abstain from eating meat, and that means I don't eat pork, I don't eat chicken, I don't eat turkey, I don't eat beef. I do occasionally eat fish. I decided, or the first reason that I decided to abstain from that, like, I'll tell you, first of all, it was like the furthest thing from my mind. Um, on my path of spiritual enlightenment, um, I was led to. I was led to refrain from eating meat. Like, my spirit called me to stop eating meat. And I will tell you, I used to be the chicken wing queen. I used to love chicken wings until I looked a little bit further into the process of how our meat is packaged and not made, but the process of how it goes from the farm to your plate. And I don't know if you've ever seen any of the videos, but they are pretty graphic and gruesome. Okay, so not only is the process itself gruesome, like really gruesome, every living being has a spirit, and chickens and pigs and cows and turkeys, they are no different. So if they're being tortured to death, literally, like, where do you think that energy is going? Like, that energy is going into you literally when you ingest and eat this food. So I didn't know how I was going to do it. I really didn't know how. So the best way to start is with a 30-day challenge. Like, you can make or break a new habit or a bad habit within 30 days. So I told myself and I told my husband that I was going to try to do it for 30 days. Oh, I forgot that part. Why? Why I came to that conclusion is because right when I was trying to decide if I was going to do it or not, I, at the time, became very ill. I was so sick at the time. I was sick for a week, and I had never been sick for that length of time. So during that time frame, I was able to do a lot of research. I was able to, discover new things about myself and decide to put myself up to the challenge, because I was tired of being ill at that point, and I would say like maybe a month or two prior to that, I got sick from a restaurant from food poison. A couple months ago, I had food poisoning. And then I was also in the rut where I was tired of wasting money at fast food restaurants, or any restaurant for that matter, where the food was undercooked or it just wasn't good. So, I was basically ready for a change, and I was open for a change, and this was the perfect window of opportunity to do so. And initially, I was prepared to, start this journey on my own, because my husband was like, "Oh, I love steak and this, that, and other." But I gave myself a month to mentally prepare, and I said after that, I was done with eating meat. So me and my husband waited until after Thanksgiving. 2016 was the last time that we ate meat, and he let me know that he was going on the journey with me, and we have both since been on it. It was so easy, within that 30 days, we just continued on to do so, to where it's now turned into a lifestyle. And with it being a lifestyle change for us, I can tell you that we've benefited in a number of ways. For one, I was able to enhance my spiritual gifts and abilities. I was able to hear clearer. I was able to understand better. I was able to sleep better. I had more energy. Um, I did lose some weight. I've always kind of been a petite sized woman, so I did lose a little bit of weight. My husband lost like 30 pounds. At one point, he was diagnosed with hypertension. He now does not have hypertension. It's just so many countless benefits. I would hope at this point in the game of life, especially with us living in the era of information, it's infinite information around us all the time. You know that the things that they're injecting these animals with for your or human consumption is not made for human consumption. Like, we shouldn't be eating these chemicals and these toxins, and it's just so many benefits to abstaining from meat. Even if you can eliminate the amount of meat that you eat in a week, it will help you tremendously. Like, don't take my word for it. Do your own research. Look it up. You can talk to physicians. Like, all of this stuff, this information is there. I will also say one of the biggest things about awareness, or your spiritual awareness, or me being on this spiritual journey, is just that it's just so beneficial to think outside the box. Like, we all grew up, I'm pretty sure, of, okay, we got our meat, and then we got our two vegetables, and we got our sides, or whatever, and we've gotten caught up in the tradition or the ritual of how things are, or how we thought it should be. But we're at a point now where you're a grown individual, and yes, we were raised a particular way, but now you're able to think for yourself, and don't just go with the flow. Question things. Question why we do what we do. Question why you do what you do. Is it because is that how you were raised? Is that your tradition? Or is this that you is it something that you consciously want to do? Think about it. So again, just to give you my recap as to why I chose to abstain from meat, and why I think you should at least consider to either reduce the amount of meat that you intake, or to eliminate it from your diet at all. It's so many benefits. I've received so many blessings, and an enhancement of my gifts and my abilities, and we were able to lose weight. We feel great. You just feel better, and it's a feeling that I can't describe. It's something that you have to experience for yourself. So again, it is something that I feel that you have to experience for yourself. But I will tell you that it's easier than you probably imagine. Again, we quit cold turkey, and we haven't looked back at all. Like, I don't even miss it. It can be a bit of a challenge when you go to a restaurant, and usually the vegetarian, and I don't like titles. I don't like to be put in a box. I don't put myself in a box, so I'm not using the title vegan or vegetarian, because I just choose not to identify with that. I choose to identify as me, a person, a spiritual being who doesn't eat meat. But just try it. If I don't say anything else, just try it. Try it, for a week, and try it for 2 weeks. Try it for 3 weeks. Try it for a month. If you can do it for a month, and I will certainly tell you that the benefits just far outweighs, the cravings for the food. Just the benefits are substantial. They're miraculous. But again, you have to try it for yourself. Don't knock it till you try it. Shoot, that's all I can say. And as far as recipes, because I've had people, my friends and family members, ask, like, what do you eat? What do you get? Like, I get a lot of recipes from Pinterest. It's a really good site. It's free information. I do have books on, like a friend actually gave this to me. I actually have quite a few books on it, but do the research. It's free information out there. It's abundance of information out there. Find it, try it. I guarantee you'll like it. And it'll be helpful for you. I guarantee it'll be helpful and so beneficial spiritually, physically, mentally, like total mind, body, and soul. So, anywho, if you have any other questions about it, please feel free email me or contact me. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. And again, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. And have a wonderful day.
I know you must be tired of hearing the same old lie about how they want you, but they really ain't saying